The editor in Figma is the main workspace where you create, edit, and refine your designs. It is a web-based application that can be accessed through a web browser or by using the desktop app. Some key features of the editor in Figma include canvas. The editor features a large canvas where you can create your designs. The canvas can be zoomed in and out for precise editing, and it supports a variety of different artboard sizes. Layers panel. The layers panel display all the different design elements in your design, including shapes, text, and images. You can select and manipulate elements directly from the layers panel. Tools panel. The tools panel provide a range of different design tools, including shape tools, text tools, and drawing tools. You can use these tools to create and manipulate design elements on the canvas. Let's look at more in the next slide. Properties panel. The property panel displays the properties of the selected design element, such as its size, position, and color. You can edit these properties directly in the property channel. 4 or 5 libraries. Figma provides a range of different design libraries that you can use to add pre-made design elements to your designs, such as icons, illustrations, and UI components. Prototyping. Figma includes a robust prototyping feature that allows you to create interactive prototypes of your designs. You can add hotspots and transitions to create a seamless user experience. In summary, the editor in Figma is a powerful tool that allows designers to create and refine high quality designs in a collaborative and efficient way. Its intuitive interface and rich feature set make it a popular choice for design teams of all sizes. Let's look at this in a practical way. This is the editor, and in the editor, like we've talked about, we have the workspace, which you can zoom out a bit, a whole lot, and you can be able to create your designs and add different canvases to your designs. All you need to do is go up to the frame and choose from either the phone size or tablet, desktop, presentation, and so on. And all you need to do, open the arrow, and you can choose any size of your choice. You can go back and close that out and choose a tablet. You can go back and choose multiple screens, and you just have all of them. All right, so this is how you can actually use the frame tool and how you can create different canvas or different sizes of frames for your designs. Now, you definitely be working with some of the sizes of this for your designs as we proceed. We have the layers, which is this area where you can adjust elements and keep it to close out in case you don't like seeing many things, just like myself. So you can close them out, and in these layers you can be able to find different layers in your design. For instance, we have this iPhone 13 Pro Max layer or frame, and inside we have nothing, so there's no drop down. But if I have to draw multiple things like circles and let's say rectangles, and if we do this, now it's going to have a drop down. So from the drop down you can be able to see all of the layers or the elements that you've used for the design inside here, just like under the layers. All right, so you also have the asset panel. In the assets, you'll be able to find things like components that you've created and components that have been uploaded to the libraries, and you'll be able to take from your team's library. Now, for this design or for this part, we have nothing. I'll take you to the main file I have here. And if I go to assets, you're going to find quite a lot of them down here, and the drop downs will just tell you what I have actually created, from variants to star guide and all of the things that I've also used in the design, which is a lot of them actually. So this is how we use this, and you can find more and more things under the layers in this file. And aside this, we have the property channel, which is usually around here. It's always here. So with this, you can find the sizes of shapes in width and height, their positions from x-axis to y-axis. You can spin them in degrees, for instance 90 degrees. Let's do 45 degrees, and you see that we have this spinning around. And if we go to 90 degrees, we have it back, and also at 0 degrees. All right, we can also increase the radius. All right, there are two ways to do this. One way is to hover on it, and this arrow shows, the arrow pointing left and right shows, and by left clicking on your mouse, and please use a mouse, don't use only a trackpad, except you don't have a mouse yet. All right, with that you can click and drag it in to create this radius. All right, the radius is just the curve around the edges of a shape, and you can actually move it here by using the navigation keys. And when I say navigation keys, I mean the left, right, up, down keys on your keyboard. Just press it up or down, and you are going to have it go up or it come down, and you can see the numbers reducing. That's because I'm using the navigation keys. You can also use the third method by just typing whatever you want. Like for instance, I like using between 8 to 10 for the radius of my buttons. So if I'm going to do that, I'll just type in 8 and press enter, and I'm going to have this as the button. All right, so this is how we go about using that, and that is the property channel. You can find the size. If I type a font, a text, for instance, I'm going to have to change the text. So I'm going to have something like this, and this text would have to definitely change. So if I want to like change it from a different font name, so I can come here where it says Inter, and I can just open it and just choose any font I want. If I know the name of the font and I'm sure that I have it in the file, I would just type the name. So I can type a font Sora, and I have Sora as a font. All right, select it, and I can be able to balance this stuff, but we'll talk more about it in typography. Just leave it out for now, and you can be able to spread it. All right, and you can bring it back to its original position. You can also change the text height, and so on and so forth in this channel. So we also have, these are the tools section. In this tools section, you're going to find things like the frame, where you're going to choose your frame. You're going to also find the section tool, which is a new tool that was launched last year. So with this tool, I can be able to actually organize my designs more better. So if I have something here and it's a different design, all I have to do is probably, let's say these are all mobile app designs, and this is a website design, and this is a web app design. All I need to do is come to my my region tools, click the drop down and choose the section. Now draw around it. It's going to create a section around that file, and with that you can be able to move it around. Now it is also responsive. So if this was a frame, I'll right click and frame selection, and as this is a frame, if I press Ctrl D, it keeps expanding. I don't have to do that. It works more like auto layout. We'll come to all of this, so you can do it for the rest of them. You can put it up here, and it works like magic. All right, we also have the slice tool. This enables you slice things into two, doing multiple designs. I would use this in some of the designs, especially during the presentation. You know, those designs that cut into two. For instance, if you have something like this and we intend to cut it into two, let's draw a circle in here, and we intend to like cut it into two. So instead of doing it multiple times, you could just use the slice tool to like slice a particular section of it. And with this, you're going to have two sections of the design in this part. So we have this, and let's do that again. We extend it to a point where we want, and with both of them you can slice it. Right, so with this, once you hit export, you're going to see that it comes in two different files in the export. Try see fuck up. I don't like that slice too. So we also have other tools, right? And we have the shape tools where you can draw rectangles, right? You can click or you can draw. You can draw lines and the rest of them. You can bring in images, choose the image, and we have the drawing tools. That was the shape tools. We have the drawing tools. With the drawing tools, we have the pen tool, which has a course or a lesson of its own. I'll be going over this, so I can use this to draw whatever I want, and it will just be like that. All right, so I'll go more in depth into this in its own lesson. All right, so that is what you can use the drawing tool. We have the pencil tool, which is freehand, so you can draw freehand. You can use it for signatures, and for those people that said mouse people cannot sign with this with their mouse, I'm using a mouse to sign this, and this is what it looks like. So you can also write text by clicking the text tool, and you can type whatever you want to type, and that works. And you can also find other resources. You can use the hand to move your artboard around. If I zoom out, you're going to see what it's doing. So I can move things left or right, and they still remain at where they are. All right, you have the comment tool. With this comment tool, if you click on it, you can be able to add comments to certain place, like change this from low fidelity, and once you do that, someone will be able to read your comment at the right or in here, and they'll be able to drop a comment on it. All right, we have the resources section, where in this resources section, what we do here is to find components that we've created. You can find plugins. I have quite a lot of plugins that I use feather icons, I use Iconify, I use Lorem Issum for text. I'm going to show you how all of this work as we proceed, and there are more plugins. You can even find more resources from the community. So from community, by clicking on this icon, it will take you to the community. So go to the community, and then we have widgets. So on the widgets, you can drag anything. All right, you can have anything out there, and it's going to make your work easy. So people have spent their time to create these things for you to actually have a seamless and simple navigation through your design, which actually makes your design come out really good and faster. So you can use all of these things that they've provided, and you can be able to actually work with them. So it's actually loading at the moment. What happens is, it once you click on it and drag it into your canvas, it takes some time to load, and then it pops up and you can use it as a component, or you can actually use it the way it is. All right, so that's how you can use the different features in the editor. And there are other things like the prototyping. You can prototype. We're going to talk more about this very soon, and I'll see you soon.